Hello friends and fellow gamers, MKxJUMP here, and today we're going to be checking out this week's event for Idle Heroes, which is the last event before Christmas. Very exciting. And that's going to leave one massive question. What should you save for Christmas and what should you not? And if you've already had sneak peeks about this event, you'll know it's going to be very gem heavy. And if you don't already know, Christmas will be gem heavy as well. So the big question for this week is, should you use your gems to get all the awesome rewards available? Well, hopefully I'll aim to answer that question in today's video. But before I do, let me tell you about Patreon, which is a way that you can financially support the channel here, which a lot of people have chosen to do. In fact, just this week alone, we've had some new pledges. We've got Seth Royale, Bob Ines, and Cheetah23, so thank you to you. If you want to know why they've done that, well, it's because they enjoy my content and want to help me out, but it's also because in return, they get access to account reviews, which is something that you can enjoy on a Tuesday through our Twitch and Discord, where potentially, if you sign up in time, you can go ahead and have your account checked out. So if that's what you want, if you need some advice for Idle Heroes on one-to-one and you've got a little bit of money to throw around, why not go ahead and click that link up there to go and see more about that. Anyway, with that said, let's go check out this week's event for Idle Heroes. So, every day for logging in, we get 15 mithril pickaxes, and these are essential to making you progress through this week's event, and also give you some fantastic rewards, not just from the Sky Labyrinth, but also included with the bonus addition to this week's event. So more on that later, and as well, you get a Super Wishing Coin, which you can go ahead and spin in the Super Wishing Fountain to go and get something nice. And here I have an Arania, which I didn't get. Oh, big shame. Anyway, if we go ahead to the cool events, you'll see that the follow gift has changed. So make sure you go ahead and click this button and go and back Idle Heroes on Facebook. Yes, that's right. Go back them on there. And when you've done that, you can leave. You can then return to the game, which is what I'm going to have to try and figure out how to do right now. But there we go. We're back in the game. And then look at that. Oh, I get 10 Heroic Summon Scrolls, an awesome new frame, 5 Prophet Orbs, and 777 gems. Who knew it was so easy to get yourself some rewards for using Facebook? Magic. Anyway, value packages for this week are pretty standard. We've got gems, we've got mithril pickaxes, and wishing coins. All the standard stuff, so that's good for you guys to go out and enjoy. And as well, of course, you could use your contract story gems, or the prism story gems, or even normal story gems to go ahead and purchase these packs as well. Now, should you? Well, I think you should strongly consider this pack first. This is the exploration pack that's a little bit better. It gives 150 wishing coins, so not quite as many. It gives 70 pickaxes, which is good. It gives you bonuses here from the pink privilege, which I'll show you in a second, and most importantly, it's giving 2,500 prism story gems, which can be exchanged to story gems to either use in the auction house, or if you wanted to, you could go ahead and just use these to buy other packs or do awakens. Very, very nice. Also, you get double rewards from Sky Labyrinth if you buy that. I know it's $100, so do think about this beforehand, but that is $100 worth of story gems. And the double rewards here are also pretty good. You're doubling up everything that you can get from Sky Labyrinth. So the further you go, the more value that's going to be. You can double your 9 stars, you can double your sky chests, and you can go ahead and double the mysterious artifact selection chests. I don't believe it doubles the conches, so to go ahead and check, we can read this package, and you can see there it says excluding conch points. So you won't get double conches. Now, you're probably wondering, what are these conches? What's the pink privilege? Well, let me go and tell you. So there's this thing called the Pink Ocean. And every time you get 5 of those conches, you go ahead and get some bonus rewards. So first of all, it's wishing coins, then it's a 5-star hero, and then when you get to 15, it gives you 5 mithril pickaxes. Now, these mithril pickaxes, of course, like all mithril pickaxes for this week, can be used in the Sky Labyrinth this week and to go ahead and mine and make some progress. Now, do bear in mind, mithril pickaxes cannot be saved, so you have to use this week's ones. That's why they say 21 on them, because they only work for the 21st mithril pickaxe event, which is this one. And if you did go ahead and get the pink privilege, every time you get a stage, you'll get yourself a core of transcendence and either stellar shards or spiritual essence, which are nice for upgrading your heroes in the Tree of Origin. So it's good that these have been thrown in here as well. So spenders get an extra bit of reward there too. And stellar shards are really important, and cores get you that too. So that's going to be fantastic. You're going to generate a lot of resources if you do choose to spend that $100. And I know it's a lot of money, but some people will, myself included, just so I can show you the cool content. Anyway, if you want to catch that, subscribe for the VIP series. Either way, If you get further and further up here, you'll get more of those mithril pickaxes, which increase the number of conches you have because you'll get further in Sky Labyrinth. It's around 20 pickaxes a floor is the rough average we go with, assuming you're being smart with energy and getting lucky. And hopefully, yeah, that'll be you getting lots of rewards. Now, Sky Labyrinth is not the only way to pick up those conches. You can also get them from the mysterious chests. So if you spend gems, you can get a variety of different amounts of conches. First package here for 500 is going to go ahead and get you heroic summon scrolls, promotion stones, and it's going to get you a conch. And if you keep on going, you can see that there's profit orbs, there's skins, it's the usual stuff. But on top of that, for 20,000 gems, you can get 200 Master's Toolboxes. Last time they offered something like this, it was 10,000 gems for 100 Master's Toolboxes, so this seems pretty good. Obviously, Master's Toolboxes are a difficult resource for free-to-play players, but so are gems. But not as hard as Master's Toolboxes, though. But unfortunately, the big question people will be asking is, should I use the gems on this? Because it's not just 20,000 here, it's 8,000 there, 4,000, 2,500. You're probably going to go ahead and need to use a good number of gems for mithril pickaxes as well in the Sky Labyrinth, and before you know it, you could really easily spend 40,000 gems this event. And then if you look, the bottom chest here as well is giving you an artifact or a flag, 30 conches, and that costs 40,000 too. So you could easily spend like 80,000 gems this event, and it's just gone so fast. And you're probably thinking, man, MK, is that worth it? Probably not, assuming that you don't have a massive surplus of gems. I only have 34,000. I'm definitely not thinking about this bottom pack. I think that's crazy. I also definitely know I won't get the gems. And as well, Christmas should need gems. So it's absolutely worth waiting until the final day before you spend any of your gems. Not only does that let you know how many gems you've managed to get this week, it also tells you about next week's event in a bit more detail. If you didn't know, you can go ahead to Idle Heroes' Facebook page, the one that they're telling you to follow at the top, right? This one, if you go ahead to that page, on the final day of this event, they'll give us information about Christmas. And that will tell us, hopefully, how many gems we're going to need for Christmas, and then you can make the informed decision about whether you should or shouldn't spend your gems. And it will be personal to you. It will depend on how many gems you've got saved. And when you know how many gems you'll need for Christmas, you can then go, okay, so that's how many gems I can play with for this event. Let's say it's going to need 10,000 gems for Christmas and you've got 30,000, then at least you know you then have 20,000 gems that you can flex around this week so you don't feel so bad, and then you leave Christmas, I mean, probably with no gems left, but still, at least you can smile and know you used all your gems to get some cool stuff. So just really do wait until the very end until you go ahead and spend any gems. But yes, there are other ways to get conches on top of that as well. You don't even have to use gems. You could go ahead and use your wishing coins. Is this worth it? No, this is not going to get you an artifact. That's the most important thing. And if you scroll down the pink ocean, there is no artifact here. So in my personal opinion, I think using wishing coins is going to be exclusively for spenders who really want to push as many cores and stellar shards and spiritual essence as they can. And even then, many spenders won't do this. So I think this is just worth ignoring. And if you do want to push in the conches, I think it's really just getting them from the mysterious chests, using that to get yourself a few more extra mithril pickaxes. And maybe, if you're lucky, you can go in the Skylab and squeeze out 1 or 2, maybe even 3 extra floors and get to floor 9 or even 10. Probably 9 is the good cutoff point as a free-to-play player. If you can push that far, it's unlikely you'll even get that far. Most people normally stop at 6 just for the 5-star chest and call it a day and save gems. So really, the amount of progress you're going to make is going to be determined by basically how many conches you want to go ahead and grab. But even then, let's just remind yourself, 15 conches, which is pretty difficult to pick up, is only 5 mithril pickaxes. The Sky Labyrinth is only giving 3 a floor, so even 5 floors is only going to get you 5 extra pickaxes. If you go ahead and spend a ton of gems, yeah, you can probably pick up an extra 30 if you spend 40,000 gems. But even then, is that worth it? Probably not, because you're only going to be getting maybe 1 extra floor out of Sky Labyrinth doing that. So if the only thing you care about is Sky Labyrinth progress, it's probably not worth using the gems. That said, it is pretty good to pick up some of these packages. The 8,000 one is giving you an imminent hero chest, it's giving you guild coins, relics. These are all good things for early players. As I said, if you're a budget player, Master's Toolboxes are really, really hard to get, so that's something really valuable. Then again, if you're a spender, Master's Toolboxes are really easy to get, so it really depends on where you're at in the game. And then, of course, artifacts, flags. I still don't think this is worth it. I really don't. The more I look at this, I'm like, yeah, we've had events in the past. Like, remember Black Friday? That was like 6,000 gems for an artifact. in what world is 40,000 worth it? It just isn't. Maybe you could justify it on the basis that if you have bought the exploration package, you will be getting extra cores and stuff. That might sway you over the edge. But even then, I think it's going to be very player dependent on how many gems you have. So yeah, the message for this week is try to ignore the gems until you know more information about Christmas and you have a better feeling for how many gems you have. Wishing Fountain, probably not worth spinning on this week. There will be better Wishing Fountain events, and we've already had a ton of ones. Like the last 2 Wishing Fountain events were huge, so it's honestly probably best you just calm down on this one. And yeah, is it worth buying this exploration pack? I mean, if you've got $100, it's worth it just for the Prism Story gems alone. Everything else is a bonus and is going to get you much further in the Sky Labyrinth, giving you better bonuses from those double rewards. And of course, the more progress you make in Sky Labyrinth, the more conches you buy, the more extra pickaxes you'll get, so even more progress can come your way from Sky Labyrinth. So it's a nice event for spenders, that's for sure. Next week is, of course, going to be Christmas, so this is going to be very nice. So the big Christmas event will be dropping. This will be the release of Vulcan's Transcendence form, and it's going to be an option for you to choose your 5-star. It's really nice when you get a Heroic Summons event that lets you pick your hero. Really nice thing that was introduced this year to the game, and I think it's definitely gone down well with the player base. So that's going to be nice. There's also a bonus hero exchange event. We've got Mockman, Eos, the 2 Light and Dark heroes that came out this year, and as well Asmodel and Aspen, the other 2 Light and Darks that can be made transcendent. Bit weird that they're going to be throwing them in. I always say this every time they do, because if you go ahead to the Fortune Ruins, to the altar, and check out the altar store, you'll see you can already get Asmodel and Aspen from here. So I guess it's for people that have already bought these, but I mean, honestly, the altar store's not even that good, so maybe it is worth getting the extra copies if you're a big whale that wants to awaken as many transcendable heroes as possible. But for me, I'm not too bothered. As you can see here as well, the Palace of Crystal Eternity, all that stuff will be coming back. But yeah, it will be Christmas. That's the big one. And this is going to be full of rewards. So guys, get hype. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to join us next Friday, because that's when we'll go ahead and check out the Christmas event. That's going to be massive. And yeah, I hope you all do have a lovely little week as we get excited for Christmas. Not too much else to talk about this week. If you want to know how to do well in Sky Labyrinth, typically I pick Halora early, use her twice, then switch to Asmodel. With these events where you get a few extra Sky Labyrinth pickaxes, it might be worth just either sticking with Halora or maybe doing 3 active skills from Halora and then changing to Asmodel. Of course, I do have videos on the VIP series where I show you how to do this manually, and of course my other series as well, which have witnessed Sky Labyrinth, will of course be able to show you. So do go ahead and check around the channel for more information on how to do this. If you do want to check out my content live, join me at twitch.tv, and don't forget about Patreon. You can find a link for that in the description for more information. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you in the next one. I hope you have a good week. Let me know what you're looking forward to for Christmas in the comment section down below. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Until then, though, happy idling.